He's one of the greatest chefs to ever yell at us through our television. From his modest beginnings in Stratford-upon-Avon to his successful career as a restaurateur and well-known television personality, Gordon Ramsay has certainly amassed a knowledge of cooking that gives him the right to berate lesser chefs. But there's a lot more to this hot-headed cook than meets the eye, so grab your non-stick pan and pray to God you find the lamb sauce.
Where's the lamb sauce?
Because this is Gordon Ramsay, the best parts.
It's still raw and cold in the middle.
For the 27th time, skin side down.
Chef Ramsay always had a passion for cooking, but it wasn't his first choice for a career. At a very young age, he discovered a love for football, or if you're a silly American, soccer. He picked up the sport at 12 years old, and by 18, he was playing at a professional level. He even had a trial with the Rangers Football Club, and if it weren't for a serious knee injury that forced him to quit the game, we might be watching him in shows called Hell's Football Pitch or Soccer Nightmare. But lucky for us, that injury gave him no choice but to change careers, and he decided to focus on his second passion, cooking. But he didn't attend some fancy culinary school. He immediately got a job as a commis chef, working under the line cooks. It's basically one of the lowest positions you can have in a kitchen. Through his amazing drive and determination, Gordon was able to learn the tools of the trade while on the job, working his way up the ladder in different kitchens. He started out in London, bounced around in France, and even worked as a personal chef on a yacht in Bermuda. Eventually, all of this experience landed him a head chef position at a prestigious restaurant in London called Le Temps Clair. It's pretty amazing he was able to accomplish all of this in just under a decade, but this was only the beginning. So young Gordon Ramsay is now Chef Ramsay, a fact that sometimes gets lost behind his fiery personality. Unlike many of his celebrity chef peers, he's in fact a very well-respected chef and restaurateur. Quite a few of his restaurants throughout the world have received several Michelin stars, one of the most prestigious awards in the culinary industry.
Really?
You have 16 stars for Michelin, and I have 0.
For over 20 years, all over the world, Chef Ramsay's 40-plus restaurants have collectively earned around a dozen of these stars, which is no easy feat. He is one of the only celebrity chefs to amass such a collection of Michelin stars, so if he gives you a hard time because your scallops are overcooked, you better just shut up and take it.
Rubber, rubber, rubber!
It's undeniable that Chef Ramsay is great in the kitchen, but he may be even better on television.
You just have just as much chance of slicing it that way as when your fingers are sticking out.
I'm trying. Yes, damn, I just cut myself.
You really did?
I did.
Oh.
Because I wasn't concentrating.
Oh. Now I feel extremely guilty.
I was trying to teach you at the same time, right?
I know, but...
But it's convenient, it's the red pepper, so you won't see the blood.
His captivating personality, along with his extreme savvy behind the stove, has certainly made for some truly legendary TV moments.
Push and roll.
That's awesome. What?
I could go on and on about all the memorable moments from both the US and UK versions of Chef Ramsay's show Kitchen Nightmares. His way of calling out chefs and restaurant owners for their carelessness is oddly satisfying. I love it when the food in the kitchen is so putrid, Ramsay will shut down the entire restaurant using his signature bombast.
How many tables are out there?
There's 3.
3. You tell those 3 tables, this is the luckiest day of their life, okay?
And even though it may seem cruel, shutting down restaurants that had a questionable relationship with the word refrigeration is a smart move. I mean, you kinda have to hold restaurateurs accountable for serving food that could potentially put someone in the hospital. But the show wasn't just yelling at terrible chefs. If someone was deserving of a compliment, Chef Ramsay made sure they knew it.
And it was spot on. And it actually made me feel like I was back at Mum's for the first time.
Oh.
And having some home cooking. It was very good.
Don't get me crying.
We all know that Kitchen Nightmares was a phenomenal show, but Hell's Kitchen is truly where Gordon Ramsay crafted his true art form, insults. The show's challenges seem to be designed around Gordon's ability to dole out rapid-fire slights that cut deep. During the dinner challenges, Ramsay hovers throughout the kitchen while the contestants serve up reasons for him to go after them like Gunnery Sergeant Hartman. I'd throw together a montage of these epic and hilarious moments, but it would be mostly bleeps. Let's do it anyway.
Oh, me. Me. Every table, I'm getting screwed. You donkey.
Gloopy glue.
As you can see, Gordon Ramsay certainly has a way with words. Well, maybe just George Carlin's 7 words you can't say on TV. But this unforgiving chef does have a soft side. On the show Master Chef Junior, where he's a judge, child chefs are subjected to similar challenges to the ones adult chefs face on the reality show MasterChef. But Ramsay takes a noticeably different approach.
Good luck.
Thank you.
A more encouraging and educational one. He spends time individually connecting with the young contestants and provides them with positive, specific feedback when they succeed and encourages them to keep trying when they fail. He even peppers in a little humor to keep the kids from getting too nervous. Speaking of humor, Chef Ramsay certainly isn't afraid to make fun of his infamous persona. His sketches with James Corden on The Late Late Show, including MasterChef Junior Jr., a show featuring toddler chefs, and also Hell's Cafeteria,
What are you?
An idiot sandwich.
show that he's fully aware of his persona and is willing to poke fun at it from time to time. He and his wife Tana have recently launched a charitable organization that hopes to raise over $3 million over the next few years for causes like cancer research, Action Against Hunger, and the Scottish Spina Bifida Association. His foundation has also launched an Ironman training club that helps people prepare for triathlons and promotes general wellness. That just goes to show that Chef Ramsay isn't just a big mouth full of bad words. He's a person who speaks his mind, but still has a big heart and demands the drive and determination from others that he demands from himself. Even if sometimes he lacks tact, we could probably learn a thing or two from him about how to be determined and push our boundaries, but still encouraging and helping others along the way. What's your favorite thing about Gordon Ramsay? Tell us in the comments and subscribe to this channel because I'll be back here next week to talk about more of our favorite things and the best parts.